morning students. Yesterday we have discussed oxidation reactions. First Popov rule we have discussed, then we have discussed Tollens reagent test, failing solution, Bendix test we have discussed. Two more reactions there, Tollens reagent test and failing solution. Write down. They are, suppose if you take terminal alkynes on reaction with the Tollens reagent, here if we give Tollens reagent, terminal alkynes will give black precipitate. Here Tollens reagent, when you add to terminal alkynes, it will give black precipitate, and acidic hydrogen is eliminated as hydrogen gas. Now suppose RC triple bond CH on addition of Tollens reagent, it also will give black PPT, silver acetylide we call this. This is a silver alkalide. Here alkyl group taken alkalide. Here this is called silver acetylide. Plus half hydrogen gas liberates. Already these things we have discussed in first year alkyne chapter, but now already we are discussing a Tollens reagent. In that I am adding 2-3 reactions, R, C, triple bond C, R. Now is this terminal alkyne? No. So Tollens reagent test negative comes, no reaction. Only terminal alkynes react. Terminal alkynes means what? There should be CH bond. C triple bond should C should be at the end. Next step. Same like this. So failing solution also gives reaction. Failing solution. Failing solution means what? Cu2 plus present in solution. So it will give copper acetylide, we call this copper, that is acetylene. So it will give copper acetylide. Red PPT comes plus hydrogen gas removed. Like that, if you take CH3 C triple bond CH, in R place I have written CH3. Failing solution if we give, failing solution if we give, what happens? In failing solution, Cu2 plus ion participate in reaction. CH3 C triple bond C, here copper comes. So here also red PPT comes. Okay. So these very important reactions generally comes in alkynes. Okay. There are also questions asked based on Tollens reagent. So in Tollens reagent, who is participating in reaction here? Ag plus Ag and H3 twice OH na, in that Ag plus participating in reaction. So black precipitate comes, silver acetylide is formed. These reactions also you practice well. Next. Next reaction is haloform reaction. Haloform reaction. First, what is this haloform? Haloform means CHX3. Here halogen means chlorine, bromine, iodine, means chloroform, bromoform, iodoform. Mainly we study iodoform reaction, that gives yellow PPT generally. Okay. So haloform reaction. So what is the reaction involved in haloform reaction? Write down R CH OH CH3 R C double bond O CH3 when reacted with X2 plus NaOH, X2 plus NaOH, what happens? The CH3 part converted into CHX3 plus RCOONA plus NaX plus water comes. Okay, plus water comes. These combinations, different combinations we can take: Cl2NaOH, Cl2Br2 NaOH, I2 NaOH. Sometimes he will give I2 calcium hydroxide or Cl2 calcium hydroxide, and then sometimes he will give, or this mixture he will give NaOI. This mixture, what happens? NaOH plus I2. Okay, HI removed plus NaOI. Like that also he will give NaOI or I2 barium hydroxide. Any one he will give among these. I am writing different possibilities. Calcium OI twice. So here Na plus, valence Na plus, na, that's why OI minus. Here calcium 2 plus, so that's why OI minus twice. So calcium OI twice. Like this, any one of these given. So this also NaOCl. Sometimes he can use, instead of NaOH, KOH also. Generally wherever NaOH there, combination KOH also you can use. Like that, different combinations you can give. In place of X2, all these. In place of NaOH, all these possibilities. Finally it will give halo form. This is called halo form. Here R means, write down that also. Here R means HR, alkyl group R, CHO group or COOH group. Here this R. Okay, like this he will give different combinations. I will solve examples next. So halo form test given by those compounds which contain CH3 C double bond O group, CH3 CHOH group. Already this point I have taught in alcohol chapter na. So here there na CH3 C double bond O group, CH3 CHOH group. Okay, write down all these points. Next. Now, mechanism of halo form reaction. Suppose if you take CH3 R, in R place you can take any alkyl group, CH3, C2H5 like that. Suppose if you take CH, OH, CH3. If you add halogen, halogen is weak oxidizing agent. It is also one of the weak oxidizing agent which oxidizes alcohol to ketone or aldehyde. Here it is giving, since this is secondary alcohol giving ketone, primary alcohol there that will give aldehyde. So it will give RC double bond O CH3 plus 2HX. Here 2 halogens there, 2 hydrogens there, 2HX comes. Now this one reaction also he is giving in exam, only one reaction. In mechanism first step I am writing, but this alone reaction also asking in exam, so properly practice. Suppose CH3 CH2 OH means what? This ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, when you add halogen, what happens? So it oxidizes to CH3 C double bond O H. This hydrogen I am writing here. CH3, these 2 hydrogens removed, minus 2 HX. Like that he is asking questions. Now I will take RC double bond O CH3. Actually halo form reaction, combination what? NaOH halogen. So in solution NaOH halogen there na. So here NaOH gives OH minus. Okay, NaOH gives OH minus and Na plus. This OH minus abstracts this proton. So when this abstracts proton RC double bond O CH2 minus comes. In reaction vessel halogen also there plus halogen, it will attack over here, that is removed as halide ion. So RC double bond O CH2 X. Okay, now one more OH minus comes from NaOH. Who is supplying OH? NaOH. Na plus remains unreacted. OH minus given by NaOH. This OH minus abstracts one more alpha hydrogen. Why I am calling that alpha hydrogen? Functional group next carbon hydrogens present that are called alpha hydrogens. So in order to undergo haloform reaction, there should be alpha hydrogen, keep in mind. Okay, now in aldehydes and ketones, this is what aldehydes and ketones. Now this OH minus abstracts proton. Now again what is formed? R C double bond O CH minus X. First copy from here, totally copy this. Now halogen comes, attack takes place, this is removed as X minus. Now R C double bond O CH X2. Now again OH minus given by NaOH. This OH minus takes abstract this proton. When abstracts proton, what happens? CX2 I am writing this. CX2 means what? Two halogens attached to carbon. Now R C double bond O C minus X2. Now one more halogen attacks. It will give R C double bond O CX3. Okay. Now OH minus attacks here. OH minus is given by who? NaOH. So when it attacks, this bond migrates here. RCO minus, here OH comes, here CX3. Then negative charge migrates, that is removed as leaving group. So what happens? RCOH, here double bond O plus CX3 minus ion. So this CX3 minus ion, what it will do? It will abstract here proton. When it abstracts proton, what it will give? R C double bond O. First I will write CHX3. This abstracted proton means it will give CHX3. Means properly how can I write CHX3? Haloform. Okay. Plus one more ion, what? R C double bond O minus. In reaction vessel Na plus there na. So Na plus combines with RCOO minus and gives RC double bond O Na. Finally RCOO Na CHX3 formed. This is mechanism involved in haloform reaction. Next, what I am doing, subsequently one by one alpha hydrogens I have removed in all steps. Then OH minus attacked here. Okay. Then CX3 minus went out as a leaving group. Then it abstracted proton. CHX3 formed. Okay. Then RCOONA formed, means sodium salt of carboxylic acid formed. Next. Suppose if you take R C double bond O CH3, it reacts with 4 NaOH plus 3 halogen. Here 3 hydrogen there, na? It requires 3 halogen to remove that. It gives the CH3 part always converted into CHX3 plus R C double bond O Na plus 3 NaX plus 3 water molecule forms. This is overall reaction. Okay, this reaction forms. First what I have written, R CH OH CH3. This is converted by halogen into R C double bond O CH3 plus 2HX. This reaction when it happens, when alcohol given to you, when aldehydes ketones given to you, directly you can start from here. So these are overall reactions. Next, suppose if I take one example, CH3 C double bond O CH3. What happens this? Suppose if I take chlorine NaOH. In exam he had given chlorine NaOH. What should you do? First identify this group there. CH3CO group there, then this methyl part changed into CHX3 means chloroform CHCl3 plus CHCl3. Then what happened? The CH3 group changed into CHCl3. Then this part changed into CH3COO Na. Already last classes also I have told this in alcohol chapter like this. So CH3COO Na comes. Remaining NaCl, water, these are side products. Okay, like that you can write so many reactions. Suppose if we give question CH3 CH3 C double bond O in R place, this R place CH3 written, here H written, this is acetaldehyde. So if we give in exam I2 NaOH, what will you do? First observe group there, na, this group, then this part changed into CHI3. Iodoform is yellow PPT. Keep in mind iodoform yellow PPT. Suppose here CHI3 formed, if I take I2, that is yellow PPT plus that CHO part converted into HCOO Na plus NaI plus water. Like this balanced chemical equation, based on this you can write. Okay, this is acetaldehyde. Suppose if you take alcohol CH3 CH OH CH3 if you take. So how will you do this? First identify this part there, na? Okay, CH3 CHOH part there. First what happens? 2 hydrogens removed. So easy way to do this iodoform questions of alcohols is first remove these 2 hydrogens, change it into ketone, then solving question becomes easier. Then it looking like that only, na? So suppose if I add I2 NaOH, what happens? I2 NaOH added, this part converted into CHI3 plus CH3CO part converted into CH3 C double bond O Na, then NaI, these are side products, water, these are side products. Write down. Now copy them all. Now if we give in exam, if we give acetophenone, this question given in NEET 2018, CH I2 NaOH given. How to solve this? Tell me. This part there, first identify that part there. In that CH3 group becomes CHI3, then remaining part becomes C double bond O Na. He will extend question like this also. So here A, B, C, H plus added, what happens? Or he will give HCl. H plus also he will give in exam. But now fundamental, Now only you are learning, that's why I am writing HCl. C what he will ask. What is C? HCl means NaCl removed. H plus O minus becomes OH. So what happens here? C double bond OH. Benzoic acid formed. Like that before also in acetone reaction CH3COCH3 what is formed? CH3 C double bond ONA formed. Last reaction when you add HCl what happens? It becomes CH3 C double bond OH plus NaCl. Already I have done. Wherever sodium salt of carboxylic acid there, that you can convert by adding some acid into carboxylic acid. Sodium salt converted into carboxylic acid. Next. Now suppose if you take this compound, if you ask you in exam I2NaOH, don't get terrified by watching that big structure. Your work is select whether this group is there or not. As there, it do not attack double bond, keep in mind. This iodoform reaction or haloform reaction not attacks over double bond, not works over double bond, that keep in mind. So first the CH3 group change into CHI3, then remaining part what? Yellow PPT, this yellow PPT comes. Now remaining part what? Remaining part C double bond C, here CH3 there, CH, C double bond how it will be converted? C double bond ONA. Now you can add HCl, you can change this into C, here CH3 double bond CH, C double bond OH. Okay, write down. So in organic chemistry, 11th and 12th, which functional groups give iodoform test? Which compounds give iodoform test? I am writing. Which compounds gives iodoform test? Their answer is, write down, only methyl ketones. Methyl ketone means what? R C double bond or CH3. Any ketone should contain that group. Then in aldehydes, only acetaldehyde. Only acetaldehyde. Remaining aldehydes do not give iodoform test. Why only acetaldehyde? Because it contains this group. Suppose if you take formaldehyde, if you take, does it contain that group? No. CH3 C double bond not there na? Suppose propanol take, CH3 CH2 C double bond OH. Does it contain this group? CH3CO group? No. So no iodoform test. Next, two alkanols. Two alkanol means, how can I write? R CH OH CH3. So in alcohols this group should be must. R may be H, CH3, any group. Only ethyl alcohol gives this test. Methyl alcohol, why ethyl alcohol giving test? Tell me. Ethyl alcohol, this I can write CH OH. What I am doing? CH3 CH2 OH there na? I have written like that first. Then CH OH, the CH3 group, this side I am writing, then H. So this group there or not? So this group there. So 2 alkanol, only ethyl alcohol. Whatever alcohol there in that this group there, that we call 2 alkanols. So ethyl alcohol. Methanol, does it give test? Methanol. Methanol, how can you write like this? COH. Here H, H, H. Is it satisfying this condition? So methanol do not give haloform test. That's why Haloform test is used to distinguish between methanol and ethanol. Methanol do not give yellow PPT, ethanol give yellow PPT. Like that acetaldehyde, formaldehyde also we can do. Acetaldehyde give yellow PPT, formaldehyde do not give yellow PPT. Means what I am saying is a test tube take. Acetaldehyde A, formaldehyde B. So when you add I2NaOH, here yellow PPT comes. I2NaOH add yellow PPT comes, here not comes because this is a formaldehyde. This is a acetaldehyde, like that questions asked. Okay, next. Okay, 2 alkanols. Fourth one, write down in your notes, down, write down. CH3 RCHX CH3 and RCXX CH3. These also give, that are actual alkyl halides. They also give iodoform test. You are getting doubt how they will be giving iodoform test. Now I will prove that. First copy this. Now actual iodoform test means what? I2NaOH. Substitution reaction you know na, Na plus OH minus, there means what? OH minus will substitute X minus. So first in I2NaOH, which will participate in reaction? This NaOH. In NaOH, OH minus will participate in a reaction. So what happens? R, CH, OH, CH3. Now this participate in iodoform test na? Before in 2 alkanols, this one we have written. Now here observe. So NaOH, if you take Na plus OH minus, I2 later will react. Solution this will be there na. Again this I2 NaOH you can write it, you can follow mechanism. Now OH minus substitute that 2 halogens. Then what happens? OH, OH, here CH3. Then remove water molecule. So when you remove water molecule, what happens? RCO CH3 means methyl ketone there or not? Yes, this group there na. So this will give iodoform test. In that way, that 2 compounds also gives a haloform test. For example, CH3 CH2X, CH3 CH2X. Will it give iodoform test? How can I write that? CH3 CHX hydrogen, this group what? CH2X. I can write like this na. I can change this into CH3 when I add NaOH and iodine. NaOH removes that halogen, CH3 CHOH X. This group there na. When that group there, alcohols, ethanol, this is what? CH3 CH2OH, ethanol. Iodoform test positive. Iodoform test positive. Yellow PPT comes. CHI3 is formed. So CH3 CH2X also can give iodoform test. How I have proved like this. In place of R, I have written H. Otherwise, in that format shall I write? I will write in that format so you can understand easily. The CH3 CH2X, how I am writing CH3 CHX, here hydrogen. That format I have written now. R place, what is there? H. Okay. So this compound came CH3 CHOH H. So then iodoform test given na. So here this is R. Okay. So in this way you need to identify in exam which compound is giving iodoform test. Already 2 years back one question given based on iodoform test. Now, which compounds in organic chemistry do not give iodoform test? Compounds which do not give iodoform test, which do not give iodoform test. So what are that compounds? Carboxylic acid derivatives means what? RC double bond O OH, RC double bond O Cl, RC double bond O NH2, RC double bond O OR, RC double bond O O C double bond O R. All these are carboxylic acid derivatives or not? Carboxylic acid, acid chloride, amide, ester, anhydride. These do not give iodoform test. These do not give iodoform test. Then EAA, ethyl acetoacetic ester, means formula is CH3 C double bond O CH2 C double bond O OAT. This do not give iodoform test, though it contain a CH3CO group. Why it is not giving iodoform test? Reason is, this is we call active methylene group. Why we are calling that active methylene group? This is present between two electron withdrawing groups. So what happens? Keto-enol tautomerism takes place here. So keto-enol tautomerism takes place. When keto-enol tautomerism takes place, what happens? Bond migrates, here bond migrates. CH3 CO minus, here double bond CH, C double bond OAT. H plus becomes OH. So due to keto-enol tautomerism, CH3 C double bond O group is absent. Okay, this is stabilized by resonance. Here, hydrogen bonding there. So this enol form more stable than keto form. So the CH3CO group is not present here. So it do not, though it contains CH3C double bond O group, it do not give iodoform test. Okay, next. Next one. Now some examples. Write down which of the following gives iodoform test, like that questions we will do. Write down. Iodoform test questions. Which of the following will give? Which of the following will give positive iodoform test? Write down one by one, you check. First, acetaldehyde. Second, propanol. In exam he will write IUPAC name, you should be able to write structure. That's why IUPAC nomenclature important. Formaldehyde. This is common name. IUPAC name methanol. Acetone. Fifth one, 3-pentanone. Tell me which of the following gives iodoform test? How will you check? CH3 C double bond O group there or not, check. CH3 CHOH group there or not, check. Okay. Now this compound, how will you write? CH3 C double bond O H. There na group. Propanol means what? CH3 CH2 CHO. Does it contain this group? Not there. CH3 in between CH2 there na. CH2 should not be there. When this directly attached means it can show iodoform test. Formaldehyde you can identify. Okay. Acetone. Acetone means, so it contains this group. 3-pentanone structure what? CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH2 CH3. 3-pentanone 1 2 3 4 5. Does it contain this group? Not there na. CH3 group not directly attached to CO. So it also do not give iodoform test. Next example. Sixth example. Benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde, does it give iodoform test? Obviously no. Why? We have written only acetaldehyde. Does it contain that group? No. Seventh question, acetophenone. Acetophenone already we have solved. Acetophenone formula what? Structure what? This one. So it contains that group. So it will give. It do not give. Okay? It do not give. It will give. It do not give. It do not give. It will give. Okay? Which will give positive test, or he will ask yellow PPT which forms with IU2 plus NaOH. Like that also he will ask question. Next, write down. Next one, write down. Benzoic acid, acetophenone over. Acetophenone over. Next, eighth one, 2-butanol. Will it give iodoform test? 2-butanol formula what? This one formula. Then write down properly structure. CH3, CH2, CH, OH, CH3. There na? Keep in mind these two. Always. Then you can understand easily. This group there are not check. There na? So this will give iodoform test. Next, ninth one, benzoic acid. Benzoic acid, does it give iodoform test? No. Benzoic acid do not give iodoform test. 10th question, acetic acid. Carboxylic acids already I told you na, they do not give iodoform test. No. 11th, acetamide. Acetamide formula what? CH3, C double bond O, NH2. Does it give iodoform test? No. Though it contains CH3CONH2, it do not give. Why? This is amide functional group there. So, no iodoform test. 12th question, CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Will it give iodoform test? Yes. 2-butanone gives iodoform test. Next question, write down. Next one is 13th question, CH3, CH2, CH, OH, CH2, CH3. Does it give iodoform test? How will you check? This group there or not check? Not there na? CH3 not attached to here, linkage in between CH2 there. This side also like that. So, no test. In exam, in order to terrify you, he will give question this, like this. You need to change like that and observe. Bond line formulas he is using in exam. Okay, you need to able to write both structures. That's why fundamentals important. Next, 14th, CH3, C, Cl, Cl, CH3. Does it give iodoform test? Already thought na? It will give iodoform test. Why? Which gives iodoform test? I already written chart. You note down that. NaOH when you give, what happens? CH3, COH, OH, CH3 comes. Water molecule removed. When water molecule removed, CH3, C double bond O, CH3 forms. This will give iodoform test. Next, one is CH3, CH2, OH. Does it give iodoform test? Obviously, it will give iodoform test. You can write like that na? Already shown you. 16th, this will give iodoform test. CH3, CH2, OH. He will give question like this in exam. Means how can you write that? CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Does it contain that group? No. So it do not give iodoform test. Next, CH3, CH2, Cl. Some people are skeptical about this example, whether it will give or not. It will give. Why? you don't see there, you change it into iodoform test means NaOH na CH3 CH2 OH, then it will give iodoform test. Already explained this already explained. 18th, CH3 C double bond O C2H5, will it give iodoform test? No, that do not give iodoform test. Next question, 19th question, CH3 C double bond O CH2 COO C2H5. Already this example I have written, EAA do not give iodoform test. Next, 20, CH3 C double bond O CHO. Will this give iodoform test? Yes. Why? What I have written, R C double bond O CH3. This R may be hydrogen alkyl group, any alkyl group, CHO COOH. So here group there na, so it will give. So here group there, so that will give iodoform test. Okay. Next, CH3 C double bond O COOH. Does it give iodoform test? Yes. Why? This group present. Here written a point. 22. Last question. Write down CH2I CHO. Will it give iodoform test? CH2I CHO. How will you check whether that give iodoform test or not? NaOH I2, that gives iodoform test. How I am telling? Actually mechanism. What is there? CH3. Based on mechanism question this. Observe how he had framed question. OH minus remove, what happens? Actually before this compound there, here it remove H plus, so CH2 minus, here water molecule removed. Now I2 if participate in reaction, it will give HC double bond O CH2I. Now like this, you can add NaOH I2 frequently. First OH minus will remove this hydrogen, then here minus charge comes, then it will abstract one iodine. Like that I have shown iodoform mechanism. Here Ci3 comes, finally it gives OH minus add, finally it gives CHI3 plus RCOO minus. Already mechanism taught you, you practice stepwise mechanism. Okay, so that will give iodoform test. It is tricky question. It is looking like it do not give, but it is giving actually. The students generally they will search this part only na. That part, this CH3 CHOH part they will search, but that is giving. So mechanism also practice. Easy only that mechanism, 2-3 times if you practice, you can understand easily that mechanism also. Next, this is all about iodoform test. Maximum all questions we have covered iodoform test related, right down. Now selenium dioxide, we will discuss some more oxidizing agents. Selenium dioxide, it oxidizes active methylene and active methyl group to aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde or ketone meaning what? Meaning to C double bond O. C double bond O. Examples. If I tell, you will understand. CH3 C double bond O H. Here this methyl group, when you use selenium dioxide, it oxidizes to, I can write this methyl group CH2H. Then you can better understand. Actually this compound is CH3 C double bond O H. Mechanism no need. The CH2 group becomes C double bond O. C double bond O. Here already CHO there na. So what is this compound? This I can write CHO glyaxal. Okay. Next question. CH3 C double bond O CH3. When you add selenium dioxide, what happens? Like this you can write. So what happens? The CH3 part converts into CH3 C double bond O. This part already, any methyl group you can change. C double bond O H. Okay. What is the name of IUPAC name of this compound? 1, 2, 3. 2-oxo. Oxo group na this. I can write 2-oxo propanol. Now, which is main functional group? CHO. Next example. Next example is CH3 C double bond O CH2 CH3. It oxidizes where steric hindrance more? Here or here? Here steric hindrance less, means less crowded position. Less crowded position. Here more crowded position. More crowded position. So when you use selenium dioxide, major product comes over that methyl group, means that methyl group converts into CHO C double bond O CH2 CH3, major product. Okay, major product this one. Minor product what? CH3 C double bond O. This CH2 converts into C double bond O CH3. This is minor product. Okay. Next question. Next question is, suppose if you give in exam CH3 C double bond O CH2 C double bond O CH3. When you use selenium dioxide, this is called active methylene group, that is converted into keto group. This will come. Okay, in this way comes. Generally, when all groups present similar side, repulsions takes place. That's why they will be arranged like that to avoid repulsions. So to avoid repulsions, they will be placed like that alternatively. So that lone pairs there will be repulsions. To minimize repulsions, we can place like that. That point will come in tautomers topic. Now CH2 COO ET, he will write ET. ET means what? Ethyl group. COO ET. When you add selenium dioxide, that CH2 group converts into C double bond O COO ET. Here also COO ET. Next. Next example is, suppose if you give in exam this one selenium dioxide. So here CH2 groups, then any one CH2 group you can change. C double bond O, C double bond O comes. Okay, or he will give in exam C double bond O. What will you do? Selenium dioxide. This much difficult generally don't give, just I am writing one example. If we give, so C double bond O, this here double bond, here CH2 group, then this is converted into C double bond O. So C double bond O adjacent carbon, here also C double bond O adjacent carbon I am converting. Okay, write down that. Next one. Selenium dioxide oxidizes allylic position also. For example, CH2 double bond CH3 there. Allylic position what? This one double bond next sp3 carbon allylic position. When you add selenium dioxide, what happens? This will give CH2 double bond CH2 OH. So you can write this as a CH2H. Okay. So allylic position, that CH2H taken means that becomes CH2OH. This is what allylic alcohol. IUPAC name what? 1, 2, 3. Prop 2 in 1 ol. Okay, allylic alcohol comes. So propene converted into allylic alcohol when you use selenium dioxide. One more way he will ask is C double bond C there. Suppose here carbon there. This is also allylic position. This is also allylic position. So now which allylic position oxidized? That allylic position oxidized which is having more branches. Means that allylic position oxidized which is attached to double bonded carbon having more branches. You can note down what I am saying. That allylic position is oxidized which is attached to double bonded carbon having more number of branches. Now observe C double bond C there. So suppose this is example I am taking. CH3 CH double bond C CH3 there. Now here double bond there. These are allylic positions. Suppose A, B. Which allylic position oxidized? Allylic position to these are double bonded carbon. Which double bonded carbon is having branches? This one. So allylic carbon attached to double bonded carbon having branches. So selenium dioxide when you add, what happens? CH3 CH double bond C CH3 CH2 OH. CH3H, like this you can write na. So CH2OH. Next example, one more example for selenium dioxide is write down one more example. One more example is suppose CH3 C double bond C double bond C, here CH3 there, here CH2 CH3 given, here 3 bonds. Okay, this compound given. Now observe this compound, selenium dioxide given. So when selenium dioxide given, allylic position what? A, B. This allylic position is primary na, because it is attached to one carbon. This allylic position is secondary. So selenium dioxide prefers to oxidize secondary allylic carbon than rather than primary allylic carbon. So answer is CH3 CH double bond C CH3 C double bond O CH3. This comes. Okay, in this way he will ask selenium dioxide questions. Next, Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. So what is this Baeyer-Villiger oxidation? So in Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, what happens is, suppose R, C double bond O, R dash there. R, C double bond O, R dash given. Here he will give per acid. Means suppose CH3, C double bond O, OH. Okay, here per acetic acid, we call this per acetic acid. Or in exam he will give per acid name also. What happens is, per acid gives CH3, C double bond O, OH. One oxygen inserted here in between any one alkyl group, generally bulky group. And then I will show mechanism. Which side oxygen is inserted? That side inserted where there is bulky alkyl group. Key point what? That oxygen is inserted in which side? That side where there is bulky alkyl group. That is key point for solving all problems related to Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. So R, C double bond O, suppose I am assuming R dash bulkier than R, so that compound produced. Now mechanism. Per acids generally he will use in exam are this what we call benzoic acid. One more oxygen he will add. How he will add? C double bond O, OH. This is called per benzoic acid. PBA in short. Sometimes he will write like that also. Instead, this he will write PAA, per acetic acid. One more is performic acid. This is a formic acid means what? If you remove this hydrogen. If you remove this hydrogen, performic acid. If you remove that hydrogen, formic acid. Formic acid means this. Now CF3CO3H, like this also he will write. CO2H means what? Paracetic acid. CF3 COOH means paracetic acid. This correction. Trifluoroacetic acid. This is a trifluoroparacetic acid. This is trifluoroparacetic acid. This is a trifluoroacetic acid. That is the difference between CF3COOH and CF3CO3H. CO3H means what? How can I write? C double bond OOH. Here also CO3H I can write. Here also CO3H. There also write. Like this he will give per acids in exam. Now mechanism. Now mechanism observe for this reaction. So any per acid if you take R, C double bond OOH. On loss of proton it will give R, C double bond O minus plus H plus. Now it will attack over R dash. It will attack over this carbon. Then this bond migrates, that bond migrates. So what happens? Tell me. So I can write R, C O minus, okay, like that only I will write R dash double bond migrated O minus. Here O bond form, this part I am writing O C double bond O R forms. Okay, so C double bond O R forms. Then what happens? O minus H plus becomes OH. O minus H plus becomes OH. Now here R there, R dash there. Which group migrates over oxygen? That group migrates over oxygen, that is bulkier. So migratory aptitude is migratory aptitude. Yeah, this order also important. Sometimes he is asking questions. Hydrogen, then phenyl group. Phenyl group means you know na benzene C6H5 group. C6H5 group. Then tertiary, then secondary, then primary. Only hydrogen violating bulkiness. Other than hydrogen, remaining any alkyl groups you take, bulky nature only you should see. Okay, then methyl group. This order keep in mind, migratory aptitude. Now I am assuming this migrating over here. This is removed. So what happens here? Tell me. Here carbon plus, here OH, here O, R migrated over oxygen, OR. Then this side R dash plus this part what can I write? C double bond O minus I can write. Now here lone pair there migrates here. So when they migrate, what happens? When they migrate, C O H here positive charge, here plus there plus charge removed. Why lone pair migrated means lone pair positive charge, bond forms na double bond OR. Now what happens? So oxygen carrying positive charge unstable na, it abstracts that proton minus H plus. So this will come as this side R dash there. Here R dash there na, I have forgot to write that, write down that also. So R dash there, and now H plus is removed. When H plus removed, what happens? This I can write C double bond O R dash, this side OR. Properly how can I write? Tell me. From this side I am writing properly. R dash C double bond O OR coming, means ester forming. This H plus RCOO minus gives RCOOH. Starting reaction this one I have written R dash COOR plus RCOOH. Okay, migratory aptitude this. Then this is mechanism involved in Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. So among these groups, which group migrates? That group is bulky. But hydrogen there, careful. If I solve examples, you can understand easily. Observe. Maximum in exam he is not asking mechanism. Just for your idea, I have taught you this mechanism. He is asking questions like this. Observe how I am solving questions. Now if I take CH3 C double bond O CH3. In exam he will give CF3 CO3H. Like this in exam he will use. What happens, tell me? Insert one oxygen, that's all. Very easy. Actually this topic, that mechanism if you see, it is making you that this much you should learn, but that much seen not there here. So what is happening? Oxygen inserted, carbon and carbon ester formed. Ester or not that? Next CH3 C double bond O CH2 CH3. Which is bulky group? Bulky group this. So oxygen you can insert here. So any per acid you take, suppose PBA, perbenzoic acid, CH3 C double bond O CH2 CH3. Then CH3 C double bond O, I can write CH3 CH3 CH3. What is this group? Tet-butyl group. So oxygen where inserted? Bulkiness that side there na. So that side only oxygen inserted. CH3 C double bond O C CH3 CH3 CH3. Next example. Write down all these examples. Next example is CH3 C double bond O Phenyl group bulk here na here. So suppose HCO3H performic acid given, CH3 C double bond O phenyl group. Okay, like that esters forming. Next example is C double bond O given. So pyristic acid given, suppose CH3 CO3H given. What will you do? Insert oxygen any one side. Here insert. What happens? Both sides same steric entrance there na? Like this. Now numbering you. In exam he don't give like this. Give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 membered ring forming. Oxygen also, this is not IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, oxygen also I am giving number for writing ring. So 6 membered ring write down. Here write down 6 membered ring, write down 6 membered ring. First carbon, suppose here 1, 2, otherwise here also I can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First carbon C double bond over there na? So C double bond. Sixth carbon oxygen there. In exam A, B, C, D options he will give this. Next. Next one is suppose if you give question C double bond pyristic acid, any one pyristic acid you will give. Suppose PBA, perbenzoic acid. What will you do? Insert one oxygen. Numbering give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first carbon C double bond, seventh carbon, seventh position oxygen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, suppose 7. Seventh I have removed, kept oxygen. He will give like this. Next example. Suppose in exam he will give CH3 C double bond H. Pyristic acid given CH3 CO3H. Here students will do mistake. Here bulkiness they will observe. Now migratory aptitude, what I have said, hydrogen is a good migrating group. Good migrating group. So answer you should write oxygen you should insert here. So it will be converted into CH3 C double bond OH. That is important. This is regarding Beers-Williger oxidation. Next, write down. Next example is Oppenure oxidation. Oppenure oxidation. Oppenure oxidation involves, for example, CH3, CH, OH, CH3 if you take. What happens? In presence of aluminum tetrabutaoxide. Tetrabutaoxide means what? Tetrabutyl means what? Tetrabutyl means this group. Add oxygen, that becomes tetrabutaoxide. This is tetrabutaoxide ion means this. Aluminum charge how much? Al 3 plus means how many you should take? 3. So I am writing that I can write thrice Al. Carbon there CH3, 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 aluminum tetrabutaoxide. You will take here acetone. Aluminum tetrabutaoxide acetone if you take, what happens? That will be converted into CH3 C double bond O CH3. Okay, these hydrogens removed. So acetone converted into CH3 CH OH CH3. Acetone hydrogen, one hydrogen here adding, one hydrogen here adding. Otherwise, one more example I will tell. Suppose CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH3 there. OH here, H there. Same reaction, how can I do? Acetone taken, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Hydrogens removed. That will give CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3 plus CH3, CH, OH, CH3. This acetone converted like this, means these two hydrogens, one hydrogen added here, one hydrogen here, one hydrogen here, double bond remove, this formed. Okay, so means alcohols oxidized to ketone here. Okay, alcohols oxidized to ketones or aldehydes also forms. Primary alcohol means aldehyde, second alcohol means ketone. Next, Mervin-Pondroff-Verolli reduction. Next reaction is MPV reduction. Mervin-Pondroff-Verolli reduction. Mervin-Pondroff-Verolli reduction involves, for example, acetone you take. So these reactions are special for aldehydes and ketones. Now, in presence of aluminum isopropoxide, aluminum isopropoxide means what? Isopropyl group, what? Tell me first. This is isopropyl group. Oxide means O minus, aluminum 3 plus. These 3 you can take. So how can I write that? Aluminum isopropoxide, here one hydrogen there na. Then here isopropanol, isopropanol formula what? This one, isopropanol. Okay, isopropanol and aluminum isopropoxide. What happens is isopropanol converted into isopropoxide and H plus. Here this will give H minus. This will give H minus, this will give H plus. H minus coming from that, H plus coming from here. H minus what will do? Hydride ion will attack here. When it attacks there, what happens? So CH3, CH, here O minus, CH3. That H plus comes and join there. Okay, then H plus joined there means what happens? Plus H plus. It will give CH3, CH, OH, CH3 comes. So acetone converted into isopropyl alcohol. Okay, acetone converted into isopropyl alcohol. Okay, aluminum isopropoxide giving one hydride ion, isopropanol giving one H plus. Finally, what is happening? This is undergoing reduction. It is opposite to Opnieu's oxidation. That is the difference between Opnieu's oxidation and Mervin-Pondroff-Verolli reduction.